This boy raised his spear, ready to end the life of the wild wolf, but when he saw its pitiful appearance, he could not bring himself to do it, so he decided to save the wolf. To prevent it from hurting him, the boy tied its mouth with a rope, then took it to the river to clean the wound. The next day, the wolf saw the boy drinking water. It broke free from the rope on its mouth, and stretched out its tongue to lick. Seeing this, although the boy was a little afraid, he still poured water into a stone bowl, and carefully carried it over. But as soon as he got close, the wolf bared its fangs. The boy slowly put the bowl down. Seeing that he had no malice, the wolf let down its guard, and drank greedily. The crisis was temporarily resolved, but they still had to fill their stomachs. Helpless, the boy went out hunting. Fortunately, he caught a wild rabbit. When he brought it back to the cave, the wolf immediately showed its nature, and tried to snatch the food. While the boy was making fire by rubbing wood, he shouted it back, and signaled that he was the master here. The wolf could only eat what he shared. As the days passed, the boy and the wolf gradually formed a bond. Soon the boy's injured leg healed. He was ready to set off home. He signaled the wolf to find its kind, but no matter what, the wolf refused to leave. It seemed to have recognized the boy. Helpless, the boy took it home with him, and gave it a name, Alpha. With Alpha's help, the boy never worried about food again. At night when he slept, Alpha guarded him by his side. That day, the boy went hunting, but fell into the icy lake. He struggled desperately, unable to find a way out. Hearing his cries for help, Alpha rushed over. The boy used a small knife to pierce through the ice. Alpha quickly bit his sleeve and pulled him out. The boy shivered violently from the cold. Alpha hurried to warm him up. As the weather grew colder, suddenly a blizzard struck. To survive, they hid inside an ice cave, but they did not notice a saber-toothed tiger was leaping at the boy. Luckily, Alpha stood in front just in time. Soon it was thrown away. At the critical moment, the boy drew his bow and shot an arrow. Just as the boy breathed a sigh of relief, Alpha suddenly fell to the ground again. Seeing Alpha on the verge of death, the boy was heartbroken. Under his careful care, Alpha's body gradually recovered, so they continued on their journey. After walking who knows how long, they finally saw the tribe's markings, which meant home was not far. But at this moment, Alpha collapsed from its injuries. The boy carried it on his back, facing the wind and snow step by step, until the tents of the tribe finally appeared. When his father saw him, he was stunned. The boy could no longer hold on, heavily falling to the ground. His father rushed to hold him. The boy's last words before fainting were to beg his father to save Alpha. When he woke up, the first thing he did was check on Alpha. Fortunately, it had survived too. After the shaman examined it, they discovered Alpha was pregnant. The boy leaned against Alpha, deeply moved. Soon after, Alpha gave birth to a litter of wolf pups. They grew up in the tribe, gradually close to humans and very loyal. And this was the earliest domestication of dogs by humans. Do you like dogs? Please comment.